Yo, what is up guys, it's me exactly. First things first, of course, if you don't know by now that the Golden State Warriors have once again won an NBA championship, then I don't really know what to tell you besides it might be time to ditch that rock that you've been hiding under and come back to reality for a bit. The Golden State Warriors defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in just 5 games. So I guess this should put any of that the NBA is rigged talk to sleep for a while now. I'm looking at you, Tim Donaghy. That man swore up and down that the league was going to rig it to go to Game 6. And for those of you that don't know, Tim Donaghy used to be a ref in the league before he was caught betting on games that he would, believe it or not, still be the ref in back in 2007. What a disgrace. And ever since then, he has made it his personal mission to try and expose the league for rigging games as well. But it has never turned out like he claimed it would. Anyways, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors organization on the W. Clearly the most dominant team I have ever watched play. And you know, except for KD, their entire core was built from the ground up, which love them or hate them, it's inspiring. This is how I want my Pistons to be in the future. A team that started from the bottom and rose to the top. And really, they should be an inspiration for a bunch of teams in the NBA. Doesn't mean you have to like them, but let's face facts here. Every fan should want their team to be like the Warriors. I mean, they might be in Cali, one of the prime destinations for free agents and stuff like that, but they have never been like a big franchise or anything like that. So if they became as big as they are now, really just about any team could also become just as big in the future. And as for KD, you know, like most fans, it's really a mixed bag of feelings on this one. As soon as the clock hit 0 for the game, Twitter was just exploding with KD hate, and of course, more rage videos were uploaded to YouTube, which was to be expected. But whether or not you like his move, I'm personally not a fan of it. It doesn't matter. All we have now are the facts. Kevin Durant has a ring. Kevin Durant has a Finals MVP, and believe it or not, that Finals MVP he actually did kinda earn because he was phenomenal in that series. You can't say that he didn't play great during those 5 games, because he did. I'm still not a fan of the move overall, but the man has some serious talent and we all just have to accept it and kind of just move on, because complaining about it won't change anything. It is what it is. And after the Warriors won, a lot of fans have the feeling that the NBA is ruined now because no team will be able to compete with the Warriors next year or the year after that or the year after that or the year after that. And it might seem that way, you know, it might be hard to envision a team actually being able to even put up a decent fight against this Warriors team right now. But this team has just painted a massive target on their backs, if it wasn't there already, I mean. But still, everyone now knows 100% that they are the best team in the league. And believe it or not, even though it might not always look like it, this is still a competitive league. There are guys out there who do not like losing and they want to get a ring. And in order to do that, they know they're all gonna have to step up their game and make the right moves. Which is why I really think this is about to be one of the best off seasons we have seen in a very long time. I expect a lot of stuff to go down this summer. And I also expect by next season some young teams to start making jumps and improvements in the NBA. I am looking at you, Minnesota. I swear, if we don't have some visible, tangible improvement from the Minnesota Timberwolves next year, I do not know what is wrong. Back on track though. I guess what I'm saying is, it's too early to say that the NBA is doomed for the next 5 years or whatever the case may be. And I'd be extremely surprised if no other teams emerged as possible threats to the Warriors as soon as next year. Speaking of young teams getting better, threats popping up, stuff like that, the Los Angeles Lakers are one of the younger teams in the NBA for sure, and they're about to get even younger through this year's draft. And while we all pretty much know they will take Lonzo Ball in the draft this year, reports keep coming out that are saying otherwise. The newest reports being that the Lakers weren't impressed with Lonzo Ball and saying that he was out of shape during his workout. Reports also came out that said that the Lakers could be favoring Josh Jackson over him after Josh Jackson had his workout with LA. Also that they were highly impressed with Dennis Smith Jr. and his workout, which both of those reports could very well be true. Dennis Smith Jr. could be one heck of a player. Before his ACL injury, there could have been a strong argument made for taking him over Lonzo or Fultz any day of the week. So with all of those reports, you would think that the Lakers are leaning towards shocking the world and taking either Dennis Smith Jr. or Josh Jackson over Lonzo. However, what a bunch of people also believe is going on is that the Lakers are trying to throw smoke screens at the Boston Celtics. See, they know that Lonzo has already said that he won't work out for Boston, which means all Boston knows about him is what they can see from his highlights, as well as what the other teams leak to the media. And with basically all of these reports coming out saying the Lakers are seriously thinking about taking this player or that player over Ball, it could simply just be because they don't want the Celtics to know how badly they really want him. Think about this. If the Lakers are hyping up Lonzo Ball and saying how great he will be and all this other stuff, Boston might be like, oh really? Is that so? He's that good, huh? And draft him with the #1 overall pick, even if it's just to trade him to the Lakers for Fultz and something else as well. I mean, just think about it. If you know a team really wants a player, like really wants a player, and you have the ability to take that player before they can get him, why wouldn't you? The Celtics will be able to make the Lakers bend over backwards if they wanted to try and trade for him. But then again, that's all just a theory that some people have. A very plausible theory that could very well be going down, but just a theory, and it could be that the Lakers really just aren't that impressed with Lonzo Ball and do like what they're seeing from Dennis Smith Jr. and Josh Jackson. If I had to put money on it though, I'm going with the smokescreen theory. I talked about Josh Jackson and how much the Lakers liked him and that last report, and that they could take him over Lonzo Ball, all of that stuff. And while, like I said, those could very well just be smokescreens, something that could state otherwise is that not too long after those reports came out, Josh Jackson decided to cancel his workout that he had scheduled with the Boston Celtics. Now, there is a bunch of speculation about this already. Some people, of course, are saying that since the Lakers are the only team he has worked out for so far, that they might have promised to draft him and that he is committed to playing for the Lakers or something like that, which is fine. You know, of course, some people are gonna believe that, even though I personally think that's 100% some of the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Look, if you're the Lakers, why on earth would you commit to someone with over a week to go before the draft and before you have even met with one of the top talents in the draft in Markelle Fultz? That just doesn't make any type of sense. And some other articles have also said that it could be just because he doesn't see himself being selected #1 in this draft, so there is no point in working out for the Boston Celtics, which I also think is ridiculous. Most of the top guys in the drafts, whatever draft it is, always feel like they should or could go #1, and canceling a workout just because you feel you wouldn't go #1 would be crazy. So the real reason he canceled is this: his agent told him to. This is just gonna be facts. Boston would be just about the worst thing that could happen to Josh Jackson's career. I mean, just think about it. There are plenty of reports about the Boston Celtics and Gordon Hayward this summer. Josh Jackson and Gordon Hayward play the same position. On top of that, the Celtics still have Jay Crowder and Jaylen Brown. They also play the same position as Josh Jackson. So if he did somehow end up in Boston, playing time would be very scarce. So his agent told him, you're not trying out for Boston. I'm not gonna let you play to Boston. But in all actuality, this doesn't matter because he was never gonna go #1 in this draft anyways. Rudy Gay suffered just about one of the worst injuries that any athlete could ever suffer. Back in January, so only a couple months into the season, Rudy Gay ruptured the Achilles tendon in his left back leg, which for sure sucked for him, because regardless of the fact that his market probably would have been pretty small in terms of the amount of teams that would be interested in him, with the way money is being thrown around in the league today, Gay could have been looking at an extremely nice payday. And, you know, he still could, but maybe just not as much. As yesterday, Rudy Gay officially opted out of his contract with the Sacramento Kings to become a free agent. If he was with any other franchise, I honestly think he would have wrote out the last year of his contract, which would have paid him a little over $14 million. You know, to try and prove that he recovered well from his injury so he could earn more money the next year. But it has been known for a while now that Gay and the Kings just haven't gotten along whatsoever and that he wanted out. So now he just has to take what he can get in terms of a contract, because I just don't know how many teams are going to be willing to pay top dollar for a guy coming off such a major injury. You know, maybe he'll take a 2-year deal with his second year being a team option or something like that, similar kind of to what Rajon Rondo did with the Bulls last year. And that is going to lead us to the question of the day, and here is today's question. What do you guys think? Are the Lakers trying to throw smoke screens with this whole Lonzo Ball situation? Do you think they secretly want him and just don't want the Celtics to know? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, but now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. Yesterday, after Andre Iguodala said that every team and player has to play like they believe they are capable of winning it all, I asked you guys if you felt he was right and they should play and train like they can win it all, or if he was just being crazy. And here's what you said. Iggy is 100% correct. I'm not a Warriors fan, but I mean, he is right. If you tell yourself your team isn't going to win, then your team definitely won't win, because that will affect how they think about it too. Train and hustle and play like your team is the best in the league. Question of the day. No, I don't think Iggy is crazy. In 2014, the Warriors finished with a 6 seed. The next year, they used almost the same roster and then went 67-15 and got a ring. The next year, they went 73-9. Iguodala is right. Iggy is right. Train like you have a ring on the line. The Nets need to do that. Yeah, the Nets need to do that and much more. But yeah, some of you guys brought up good points. The Warriors were a good example of this, because heading into the 2015 NBA season, no one was expecting the Warriors to win anything. Heck, they weren't even supposed to make the finals before the season began. There was also another comment, but I couldn't find it. I saw it earlier. It said someone said something about the 2011 Dallas Mavericks and the 04 Pistons. Both teams once again weren't projected to win anything that year, but still won. So yeah, Iggy was definitely 100% correct. Like I said though, don't forget to leave your answer for today's question of the day down in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you once again for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team STC, and I'm out of here. Peace!